hungry.
Burger King isn't just for burgers anymore. We look now at Burger King Grilled Dogs. The classic grilled dog, made with 100% beef, is topped with ketchup, mustard, onions, and relish. The chili cheese dog, 100% beef, is topped with warm chili and cheddar cheese. Come to Burger King, freshly flame grilled for you since 1954. 1 Hour Tees, your first step to creating wonderful custom designs you can wear. Go to the website and construct one of over 80,000 products you can customize to your liking. Print them out in bulk, and there's free nationwide shipping on orders over $350. Tommy the Tomato Plant approved.
I really have to do something about those advertisements. They derail me every time. But you might remember in my last review I was saying, hey, up the ante, try something a little bit more extravagant. This is probably not going to bring me too many additional viewers because this is pretty blasé, but it is something that I wanted to try for a while, so there's something to be said for that. This is the latest from our friends at Burger King who are always trying to do something experimental for our buck. These are the grilled hot dogs. I'm not sure, I mean, they've been doing it for almost a year now, if I remember right. And they're still going strong. I haven't seen them, or I haven't heard anything through the grapevine that they're planning on pulling these things off the market, but I'm surprised they've stayed here as long as they have, because usually with this you could see them like offering these up to you for a couple months at best, and then they disappear. I've lived a pretty long life and I've seen these things come and go all the time. I mean, McDonald's used to sell flatbreads and they disappeared. The McRib, that comes and goes, all the time, and it's usually because of popular, like, if it's not popular, they yank it. If more people are eating it, they leave it on the shelves longer. Burger King themselves used to actually sell sliders. I don't know if you remember this. It was like the early 80s or something like that. They sell mini cheeseburgers in like little 3-packs. They came in like similar containers like this, and they taste a little bit like White Castle burgers. They did that for a while. But these are still here. I mean, I'm thinking that maybe we can look back on this video kind of like a time capsule kind of way and say, oh, remember when they did that with the hot dogs? That was freaking weird when they did that. But hey, as of now, they're still going strong. And let me get a little swig of experimental Coca-Cola remix here. A little Coca-Cola remix for the working man. Made vanilla Coke this time, not bad. I don't know if anybody out there is watching from the 80s, like if you were a young kid in the 80s. I remember when they first came out with these soda fountains, like, it used to be in the very beginning you'd only be allowed one soda, and if you wanted another one you had to pay, for an additional one. It wasn't, I mean, I was there, it was like the mid-80s they actually introduced the soda fountain, like the self-serve ones. And you go up to the self-serve ones at your own leisure, and you can make all these experimental flavors, like you mix the orange crush with the Coca-Cola. It would taste lousy, but at least you could do it. You had that freedom, and there was something cool about that. But I have this little conspiracy that a lot of people don't agree with me, but it happened to me all the time. I think that there was a person inside the Coca-Cola fountain, the fountain at Burger King, because you go up and you get your first one, it would taste delicious. When you went up for seconds, it was watered down every time. How did the machine know that you were going up for a second one? How does it know? Unless either there was a camera in there, or if there was a person like crunched up inside the machine, just like watching you, like through a little hole or something like that, and then purposely watering down your beverage so you wouldn't keep going up and bleeding them dry and keep going, drinking all their soda. It's a conspiracy, and it has yet to be answered. I want somebody out there, I mean, if you remember this ever happening in your childhood, let me know, and so I'm not alone on this. But enough psychobabble from me. These are the grilled dogs. They come in 2 varieties. They have the chili cheese flavor, and this, I guess you'd call it the classic flavor. Classic flavor is basically every accoutrement you would put on a hot dog normally. There's relish on here, there's piles of onions. This one, chili cheese. It's got chili and it's got cheese on it. Got all sorts of beans. I think there's some kind of chopped meat in here if I'm looking at it right. The cheese is melted into the sauce. It's kind of like a paste on here. I've had loaded hot dogs before, and they're delicious, but I hate eating them because they're very, very messy. So I will say, you might want to turn away from the screen as I take my first bite because it might be a little bit grody. Alrighty, first let me get a whiff of it. Smells good. It's got that like stinky, like sweaty armpit smell, which on a hot dog, that's what you want. I don't know. It's something like, I don't know. It's kind of weird that way, but it's got that gross smell, and that's what I want to smell. And it smells like an armpit, so I'll take a bite and I'll let you know what I think. Tastes good. Tastes like a normal coney that you would get at like Nathan's or like a hot dog truck, parked somewhere. By the way, if you're Nathan's, I'd be really pissed off about this because there's usually a Nathan's within, driving range of Burger King, and they must be like, come on, what are you doing? And here's a chili cheese one. Oh my God, the bread is falling apart. This is really, really nasty. If you are to order one of these things, make sure you're eating alone, because to have your friend watch you eat this, it's gonna make for an awkward situation. Let me give this a whiff. Oh, that smells so far superior to the other one, and I'll give it a bite. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is pretty good. The chili's good. I'm sure it's some kind of kangaroo meat. It's not like real grade A beef on here, but it is delicious. I'm glad I tried it. Would I get it again? If I were stranded at a Burger King and, I had to order something off of their menu, I would probably order a hamburger or like some kind of Whopper or, the chicken nuggets. I'd order something like a little bit more traditional than this, but this is a nice change of pace. If somebody brought this home, you'll eat it and you'll be happy. But while there are all those other options out there, I'd probably, for what it's worth, I would choose a hamburger over this. So if I were to give this a star rating, I would have to give it, I'll give it 3.5 stars. 3.5 stars is about good for what this is. They're Burger King hot dogs, and they taste like hot dogs. Like, they taste like hot dogs should. There was a little part of me that was predicting that they might taste like dirt hot dogs, and I've been told by people who've had these that they're no good. But I'm happy to say that that's not the case with these. These taste fine. And maybe there's better loaded hot dogs out there, but for fast food, it's pretty good. It's got my endorsement. So, you know what? There's somebody else out here in the Hottie Scotty Pancake household that hasn't had a nice treat in a while, and that's my good friend Tyrion. So we're gonna offer up a new part of Limbo Grub, and it's going to be Second Opinion starring Tyrion with new theme music. Take it away!
His name used to be Tyrion, but he's not Tyrion anymore. He's Tyrion on the new show that is Limbo Grub. His name is Tyrion. His name is Tyrion. Don't listen to anybody else's name. His name is not John.
Feeding him the original because,
His name used
well,
to be
do I even have to explain?
He's Tyrion on the new show that is Limbo Grub. His name is Tyrion. His name is Tyrion. Don't listen to anybody else. His name is not Jello. His name is not Jello. His name is Tyrion. From now on, from this moment, going forth, his name is Tyrion. Look at his ears, look at his tail. His name is Tyrion. He wears in play down mode. He's Tyrion. Look at his Tyrion. Can you believe his name?
So Tyrion ate it as I predicted he would. Animals love hot dogs. They love these kinds of things. Hell, if you were to take one of these hot dogs and throw it over the fence at the Cincinnati Zoo, I'm sure Harambe would have eaten it all up. That is, if you were still with us. The only thing that can cheer me up at a time like this is delicious Coca-Cola Remix. There's nobody hiding in the Coca-Cola Remix machine. It's just you and the machine and all the flavors at your disposal. 100 million different combinations. I say go out to Burger King to try that. It's delicious. And your second soda will not be watered down. This is your good buddy Hottie Scotty Pancake 603. I'm gonna cut the camera now. I'm gonna finish these two and start off another episode of Limbo Grub. Ciao, ciao!